In the heart of Tanzania's Serengeti, where the sun paints the grasslands gold, a story unfolds that feels like it was scripted by the wild itself. My name is your name, and today, I'm sharing the tale of Makonde, a man whose life was woven into the very soul of this vast reserve, a tale crowned by an act of loyalty so profound it could only come from the king of beasts.
Makonde was no ordinary man.
For over 50 years, he served as a ranger in the Serengeti Game Reserve, his weathered hands and sharp eyes guarding its creatures from the threat of poachers. From his youth to his silver years, he patrolled the endless plains, earning the title of living legend among the local communities. His kindness was a beacon, his knowledge a map for younger rangers who sought his wisdom. Elephants, zebras, rhinos, and lions, they weren't just animals to Makonde. They were kin, especially the elderly ones resting in the reserve's safe havens. Even after retirement, he'd climb into his dusty old car each dawn, driven by a love that age couldn't dim. But the Serengeti is as unforgiving as it is beautiful. On a scorching morning, with temperatures climbing toward 45 degrees Celsius, Makonde set out to check on an injured rhino. The heat was relentless, the air thick with dust. As he approached the wounded creature, his heart, already strained by years of service, gave way. A sharp pain seized him, and he collapsed in the grass, his face pale, his breath fading. His colleagues, Elijah and Musa, found him moments later, but the heart medication he needed was nowhere to be found. Despite their desperate efforts and a race to the reserve's medical room, Makonde's journey ended that day. The news rippled through the reserve, leaving a silence heavier than the heat itself. Makonde's funeral was held at the heart of the sanctuary he devoted his life to, a simple ceremony rooted in indigenous traditions. His body lay on a wooden bed in the central courtyard, his face serene, as if dreaming of the plains. Rangers, staff, and family gathered, their grief tempered by reverence. But as the sun rose, something extraordinary happened. A moment that would etch itself into Serengeti lore. A deep roar broke the morning stillness. From the sanctuary's gate, a massive male lion approached, its mane glowing like a crown in the dawn light. The crowd froze, fear mingling with awe. This was no ordinary lion. A scar on its flank told its story. 15 years ago, Makonde and Elijah had freed it from a poacher's trap, nursing it back to health. Now, it walked through the mourners, not with menace, but with purpose. It stopped at Makonde's side, lowered its head, and stood vigil, as if paying respects to the man who'd saved its life. Can you imagine it? A lion, wild and untamed, mourning its savior. This wasn't just instinct, it was gratitude, a bond forged across species, stronger than time. The crowd, initially terrified, felt the weight of the moment. Fear gave way to a shared sorrow, a recognition of something sacred. The lion's presence spoke of Makonde's impact. He didn't just protect animals, he earned their trust, their loyalty. As the ceremony continued, the lion followed the procession to a grassy field where Makonde loved to rest. There, beneath a towering shade tree, they laid him to rest, a stone engraved with his name marking his 50 years of service. The lion lingered, its final roar echoing across the plains, a heart-rending farewell that seemed to carry the weight of the Serengeti itself. Here's a fact that makes this story even richer. Lions are known for their social bonds, but such displays of loyalty to humans are rare. In the wild, a lion's memory can span years, and this one hadn't forgotten Makonde's kindness. Some rangers believed the lion had been watching him from afar, a silent guardian repaying a debt. It's a reminder that the natural world holds depths of emotion we're only beginning to understand. Makonde's legacy lives on in the Serengeti. His grave, adorned with wildflowers, is a pilgrimage site for rangers like Elijah and Musa, who carry his dream of protecting the wild. And the lion? It's been spotted returning to the grave, standing watch in quiet vigil. In a world that often feels divided, this story, of a man, a lion, and a bond that transcended death, reminds us of the power of compassion, the kind that echoes through the ages. So, Next time you gaze at the stars over the savannah, think of Makonde, the ranger who loved fiercely and the lion who never forgot.